Hey guys, Hal here coming at you with another movie review. Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into one of Predator's most recent installments, Killer of Killers. Hey guys, Hal here coming at you with another movie review. Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be exploring the newly animated anthology Predator, Killer of Killers. We're going to see if this installment breathes fresh new life into the franchise. So let's get to it. So just imagine the deadly Predator facing off against a Viking warrior, a samurai, and a World War II pilot. Predator, Killer of Killers, brings this concept to life in a visually stunning animated format. But does it deliver on its ambitious premise? Let's delve into the details. Now, I wouldn't usually say I'm a massive fan of animated stories or animated films, but being that I'm a huge Predator fan and love this franchise, apart from the odd couple of films, I couldn't wait to see what they bring to the table in this animated vision of the Predator franchise. And I wasn't disappointed. This anthology film presents three distinct stories. You've got the Viking era, feudal Japan, and World War II. In the Viking era, you've got Ursa, who's a fierce Norse warrior who's seeking vengeance against a rival tribe, only to encounter a predator. When you're first introduced to Ursa, you get to see this amazing fight scene straight away, and it's visually stunning. She has this shield and she does some really inventive things to take out this rival tribe that she's against. It's definitely R-rated and quite gory in places, but it's so visually impressive that you can't take your eyes off of it. When the Predator is introduced in this Viking era as well, it's massive, like really oversized, a bit like the one that's from the film that we all dislike, The Predator. And I was a bit unsure really when it first came on screen. I thought, oh, this is a bit oversized. I didn't really like it too much. But then you get to see some of the inventions and the new style of weapons that it's got, and it kind of warms to you. But their battle is brilliant. And I like it because each individual story that's in this film has a different style of Predator. That's kind of more adapted to that era, which really brings like this brilliant new style to each Predator that you see. And then you've got the second story, which is set in feudal Japan. We're introduced to two brothers, Kenji and Kiyoshi. They've both been trained as warriors by their father. And when they finally then have to confront one another years later, they, under tense circumstances, there's a predator attack, which then forces them to unite with each other to take on this predator. And this predator is brilliant because this one's not overgrown. It's more slender. It has new weapons. And you've got these amazing, stunning visuals with samurai swords and like flying off of buildings and loads of dart throwing. Really excellent scenes, but totally different to that Viking era, which is more heavy-handed. This is more quick, nimble, and agile kind of fight sequences, which really, pick up the pace of the film. I really enjoyed this era, and the visuals are just, as I say, excellent. And then you've got the third story, which is set in World War II. When it popped up at the very bottom of the screen, it said 1941 World War II. I was well excited because I thought, oh, we're going to get some real great frontline action with a predator, like on the battlefield. But instead, this one focuses more on aerial battles. And we're introduced to a character called John Torres, who's actually investigating these mysterious aerial attacks and aircraft. And we're taken through this amazing journey of him getting into this plane and actually having some real good, like, dogfights up in the air. Not only with, the Nazi pilots, but as well with the actual Predator aircraft as well. It takes a totally different kind of route with these aerial battles. The Predator in this one is quite strange, actually. I wasn't too sure. He looks more so quite human, actually, in a way. He's got like this weird like eye patch, not the typical dreadlocks that we're used to seeing, or tentacles, should I say, that are coming out of the Predator's head. This one's bold. And obviously it's a pilot, so he looks a bit different. You don't get to see him, moving around on buildings or jumping or fighting. It is all in this aircraft, and you get to see the different technology that this aircraft uses. I liked it. I liked John Torres, the character. I do wish, though, that they used this era to be more so on the battlefield rather than up in the air. And I'm going to put a spoiler warning here, so let that be your fair warning, because from here on out I am going to discuss spoilers. Okay, so spoiler warning. So the three protagonists that we've been following throughout these three stories do eventually, kill the predators they've been put up against, but it doesn't end there. They end up getting captured by a higher power of Predator and taken to the Predator's home planets, where they're put in this arena for this ultimate showdown. Now, the Predators actually want these three protagonists to fight one another, but they decide to team up together and see if they can actually escape this planet. And what I love about this, and these three narratives actually converging, is that it gives us an avenue of seeing a little bit more lore of this Predator universe. We've never really had much given to us in previous films. I think the one that you get the most is probably Predator 2, when you got Danny Glover's character being on the Predator ship, and you see all the skulls, and then the Predators come out and reward him for defeating the Predator by giving him that old gun with the date 1715 on. You actually get to see that gun as well in this film. I was kind of hoping they would give us the actual story to that gun. It just makes a bit of an appearance in this as one of the weapons that the American John Torres is given to fight against the Predators, which is not a gun from his era at all, which is quite a funny moment. But yeah, I did hope that they were going to explore that story in this, because I know that I think there is that story in a comic book, but I'd love to see it on the screen and really, put that last piece of the puzzle, just so we get to know exactly how the Predators got that gun. Once the three eventually defeat this beast in this gladiatorial arena, they make way towards the warlord ship to steal it and leave the planet. But as they're doing so, this harpoon fires through the back of the ship and halts them in place, stopping them from going anywhere. And Ursa, the Viking warrior, then sacrifices herself. She jumps off the ship to destroy the harpoon launcher, and then lets Kenji and Torres escape. And then it kind of goes to darkness. And then after this absolutely climactic ending comes the twist. And yes, there is a twist in this film. So Ursa, captured once more, is put into suspended animation in this cryopod, and then she's then put into this giant warehouse and placed next to other numerous warriors from different eras. And you go past one of these cryopods and the camera focuses in, and the person and the warrior that's in this cryopod is Naru from Prey, the 2022 film, which is incredible, because that just shows that although she fought off that Predator at the end of that one, it shows more Predators coming into the screen just at the very end of that film, and kind of leaves this cliffhanger of where it's going to go next. Well, I think that answers it, because it shows that they've captured her and taken her to this planet. And maybe she even defeated someone in that arena as well, and she had her very own showdown, because it doesn't look like they've killed her, so they've put her in this cryopod and kept her for maybe other battles or other hunts in the future. I mean, the revelation of a vast collection of cryogenically preserved warriors suggests that the predators have been collecting formidable opponents across time for future hunts or battles. This twist not only expands the Predator lore, but also sets the stage for potential cross-era storylines, upcoming installments such as Predator Badlands, and I can't wait for it. This film explores, ultimately, survival, honour, and the human spirit's resilience. So, my final thoughts on Predator Killer of Killers is that it revitalises the franchise with its innovative approach. The anthology format allows for diverse storytelling, and the animation brings a fresh perspective to the Predator universe. It's an absolute must-watch for Predator fans and newcomers alike, to be honest. So that has been my review for Predator Killer of Killers. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think of this film. What's your favourite Predator film? You let me know. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious